Backtracking all the way back to the 2011-12 NBA season, a trade that involved Chris Paul going to the Los Angeles Lakers has been vetoed by the one and only David Stern. This would have paired Chris Paul alongside Kobe Bryant, and until this day, this is one of the biggest what-ifs moments within NBA history. So NBA fans have been wondering how many championships the Lakers could have won if this trade went through, and this dude, in my opinion, could have been potentially one of the most best and iconic dudes of all time had this trade gone through. And within today's video, we are going to test the waters and we are going to see what this dude can actually bring to the table for this Lakers franchise, as I will be trading Chris Paul to the Los Angeles Lakers in NBA 2K21. Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Eli5 back at you guys with another video, and I really haven't been playing 2K for a very long time. It's really great to be back, and now let's get down to business. As I've already said, we are here today to trade Chris Paul to the Los Angeles Lakers to pair him alongside Kobe Bryant to see how exactly this Kobe Bryant Chris Paul duo does as a franchise and how many rings they could potentially win as a team, as in regards to Chris Paul going to the Lakers and forming that duo with Kobe Bryant. So obviously, since this has happened back within time, or I mean it could have happened potentially, we have the roster right here. Kobe Bryant, obviously, shout out to you, Pau Gasol, Ron Artest. So it's all the throwback rosters, a bunch of retired players that we have in the league right now in regards to this standpoint. So first things first, you're gonna have to get Chris Paul on the Lakers right now, so I gotta put some trades through, and here we go. Be right back. So within this trade, we all know that this would have been a 3-team trade with the Lakers, the New Orleans Hornets, which is the Pelicans in this case, and the Houston Rockets. So I found an article that states the deal that would have went through, so I'm gonna just read it out loud. So it says right here, under the terms of the deal, the Lakers would have sent Gasol to the Rockets, and the Hornets would have received Odom, Rockets guards Kevin Martin, Goran Dragic, and forward Louis Scola, league sources says. And it also says that Houston has also agreed to send a 2012 first-round pick previously obtained from the New York Knicks to New Orleans as a part of a package, a source said. So let me get this trade package up. Be right back. Okay, so we got the trade package right here. We got Pau Gasol going to the Rockets, Lamar Odom going to the New Orleans Hornets, or Pelicans at this case. You guys should know what I mean. Chris Paul going to the Los Angeles Lakers. And for this case, for the Rockets, I really do not know why, but some of the players weren't there. The only player that was there was Louis Scola. The players Kevin Martin and Goran Dragic weren't on the roster for some reason, and I don't know. I tried to get them on the roster or something like that, and it just wouldn't work out. So I'm sure it's not going to matter too much. So I'm just going to trade Louis Scola to the New Orleans Hornets, and then we got the 2023 first-round pick going to the New Orleans Hornets. So we're going to make this trade go through, and everybody accept the trade, and now the trade is done deal. So if you look at the roster, we have Kobe Bryant and Chris Paul on the same team. Look at this duo, and if you go to the Pelicans, you see the trade went through, and then the Rockets, the trade went through, and such like that. So but we're gonna focus on mainly on the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant, Chris Paul, Ron Artest, Andrew Bynum, Derek Fisher, all these good players like this. And if you look at the team, looking at their overalls, it's really not that great of a team, because obviously the team just got older and stuff like that. The team just came off of winning a championship prior to the 2010 NBA season and stuff like that. So I guess, you know, that's normal to see. But we have Chris Paul playing alongside Hall of Famer Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. And we're just gonna be simming through games. I just want to see how many championships this team could win with this duel. And it would have been nice if we seen this duel in real life, if David Stern didn't veto the trade, but you never know. That's what we got 2K for. But other than that, we're gonna send probably most likely 3 seasons, and if they don't win a championship, that's fine. If they do, that's the great thing we want to see. Let's just see how this duo does as a whole team in general. So let us get to simming games. Okay, so that's the end of the regular season. So now with the NBA awards, the regular season awards, we got LeBron James winning MVP as expected. That was during his Cleveland Cavaliers days back in the day. Stephen Curry wins Rookie of the Year. Manu Ginobili won 6th Man of the Year. Dwight Howard won Defensive Player of the Year. I remember when Dwight Howard used to be a dog in that Orlando Magic jerseys. Really great times, man. Kevin Love, Most Improved Player of the Year, and Brad Stevens as the Coach of the Year. They have 62-20 record. And looking at this season, I mean, let me get into this first. For the NBA, did anybody make the first team for the Lakers? So, oh wait, no, Kobe Bryant made the All-NBA first team, so that's expected. So, shout out to Kobe. Did Chris Paul make the NBA second team? Shout out to him. Did anybody else from the Lakers roster? It doesn't look like it. Alright, let's look at the defensive team. Kobe Bryant made both All-NBA first team and All-Defensive first team, so that's really good. And Chris Paul made the defensive second team. So the Lakers, everybody on the Lakers, Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant bowled out. They finished the season winning 63 games and only losing 19 games. He finished as the first seed, and the teams that we traded were the players to were the Rockets and the Hornets, and obviously they didn't make the playoffs at all. So I mean, we got a W of a trade acquiring Chris Paul and pairing them alongside Kobe Bryant. So it's looking good for the Lakers franchise right now. Just one more thing, I want to look at the regular season stats real quick for the players. So Kobe Bryant averaged 30.1 points per game, leading the team. Chris Paul 22.0 points per game, second leading team, and everybody else, they just played like a well-collected group. So it wasn't no dominant two people on this team, two players, Chris Paul and Kobe Bryant carrying the team. It was all well-collected effort. So this Lakers team bowled out this year. Good to see. So let's look at the whole team stats. I mean, we were first this season in the wins, obviously. Last five, I mean, this isn't really important, so I mean, not really much to see there. League leaders, Gilbert Arenas averaged 32.7 points per game, so Kobe Bryant was third in points per game and stuff like that. And I mean, this stuff really isn't important. I'm just looking just to look, but what's really important is that we're gonna have to send games to the playoffs to see if the Lakers can secure one championship. And after this playoff postseason, we're gonna simulate 2 more seasons, and that's about it. Just see if they could win, possibly if they could three-peat for the Lakers franchise. You never know, or they probably win this year and lose a couple, something like that. But other than that, let us get into simming games. So I'm gonna simulate the round. They're playing the Phoenix Suns. That's first seed versus the AC, 2-0 up 2-0. Alright, 3-0, and expect the sweep. So who are we gonna play in the second round? It's looking close. So we're gonna play the San Antonio Spurs. Obviously they still have Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, that whole dynasty of a group right there. So we're gonna simulate the round this time too. So I know you can cancel out like that, so if the round gets close, I'm gonna go in the simcast. So we're going to the conference finals, baby. Let's see if we can win a conference finals championship for this team and go to the finals. So we're playing the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's simulate the round this too. So Chris Paul, whoa, they went up. Okay, whoa, they're down 3-2. So what I just saw is that they went down 2-0. The Grizzlies were up, the Lakers were down, and they came back, and now they're down 3-2. So for this one, we're gonna simulate with Simcast Live. Okay, I'm back now. I just realized I put the wrong one. Simcast Live is going into the game. We don't want that. We want to simulate with this one. This is the one we want. Like I said, I chose the wrong by mistake, but let's simulate this game. Hopefully they don't choke this right now, and it's looking really good right now. So let's speed this up though. Let's speed this up. So it's oh no. The Lakers lost barely in the conference finals after they were just leading 13-2 in the fourth quarter. So that's a L. I really was thinking the Lakers was gonna win this year, their first championship ever with Chris Paul and Kobe Bryant duo in the Lakers franchise. But overall, it was a really great season. I'm really happy about the season. They made the conference finals. They lost in six games to the Grizzlies. I was expecting for this team to go to the finals, but obviously we fell short. The Grizzlies just got the best of us, man. It's not like the Grizzlies are a bad team. They were the second seed. So the Grizzlies had Rudy Gay that scored 25 points, OG Mayo that scored 20 points. It was an all-around collective effort from the whole Grizzlies team. The Lakers, on the other hand, Kobe Bryant scoring 21 points and Chris Paul scoring 19 points. What's his name again? Okay, Sasha Vujaz. I don't even know how to say his name, but I forgot who that was. But he led the team 24 points. So it was a really great effort for the team as a whole, but it wasn't enough to beat the Grizzlies. They got the best of the Lakers, but shout out to D-Wade, he won Finals MVP. And let us get to the next season. So here we are with the next season. Let's see if the roster changed in any way, shape, or form. We got Jermaine O'Neal or Dante Frostum. So far, Chris Paul and Kobe Bryant, they're still together. They both 99 overalls. It was a very unfortunate season. They went home early, falling short to the Memphis Grizzlies in 6 games. But overall, last season was a pretty good season. They won about 63 games, if I remember, and they made the conference finals. They were just 2 games away from the NBA Finals, but no ring, no show at the end of the day. We trying to get rings here, baby. But other than that, let us sim through this regular season. I got you guys back with the NBA awards. Okay, so the regular season just ended. Dwight Howard won MVP this time. BJ Jeffries won Rookie of the Year. Boris Diaw won Sixth Man of the Year. Dwight Howard won Defensive Player of the Year. Pulling that Giannis move, winning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year at the same exact year. And Glenn Davis won Most Improved Player. And the Coach of the Year was Michael Stauffer. Did anybody? So Kobe Bryant made, and both Kobe Bryant and Chris Paul made the first team. So Chris Paul was the second team, and he moved up to the first team with Kobe Bryant. So who made the defensive team? Kobe Bryant made the defensive team the first team, and Chris Paul made the all defensive second team. That's good to see. And for this season, the Lakers did a little bit worse than last season. Last season they won 63 games. This season they only won 57 games, but that's okay because I mean, you already know that's only a few games behind, and regular season seedings doesn't really mean anything, so we don't really pay attention to that. If you look at the player stats, Kobe Bryant scored 32.4 points per game. That's a little bit higher than last season. Chris Paul 29.1 points per game, almost scoring 30 points a game, put alongside Kobe Bryant. So that's really a great plus. But the team as a collective group really didn't put enough pressure and play into the games just like last season. The last season crew, this team was really more in a collective calm group, providing enough effort in order to win more games. So as you can see, it really declined in regards to the team as a whole. So it's more of like a carry job for Chris Paul and Kobe Bryant. So that's really not good looking at that. But other than that, let's see how this team could do in the playoffs at the end of the day. So we're gonna simulate the round. They are the second seed facing the San Antonio Spurs in the first round, up 2-0, 3-0, looking like a sweep. Get the sweep. I bet 4-0 sweep. They're versing the Trailblazers. Simulate round. 1-0, 1-0, 2-0. They're down 2-0. Okay, 2-1, 3-1. Come on, Lakers. Alright, come on. Don't do this to me, Lakers. Come on, win this game, man. We gotta simulate with Simcast, man. Come on, win this. Oh, simulate with Simcast. Alright, simulate game. Come on, Lakers. Come on, Lakers. Come on. Come on, win this game. Win this game. Don't lose. Lost in the second round. So last year, they lost in the conference finals in 6 games in the conference finals to the Memphis Grizzlies, and now this time they lost in the second round to the Portland Trailblazers in 6 games. So LaMarcus Aldridge and Dwight Howard, they really put on a show for the last game. Kobe Bryant scored 31 points. Chris Paul, they both did their thing, but the team as a collective group really didn't pull their weight. These two guys really did great, but the whole team is a no-no, man. So that's really a big fact. That's the why we lost, obviously. And let's head on to next season. So next season is gonna be the last season. I'm gonna be simulating, see if these guys can win a championship. And for right now, let's see who wins the championship. I'm actually curious. So I'm an OKC fan, so I hope OKC wins the championship. So it's looking like it's not happening. So the Celtics and Blazers, the Celtics are gonna win their 18th all-time championship unless they blow through one lead. No. So the Celtics won their. LeBron's on the Celtics. So LeBron in 2011 went to the Miami Heat, and this time he went to the Boston Celtics to pair alongside Paul Pierce and company. That's that's unfortunate, but shout out to the Celtics for winning their all-time 18th championship and moving on to the last and final season that I'm simulating. So here we go in the last and final season. Let's hope Chris Paul and Kobe Bryant can win a championship, at least one championship together to secure the Lakers franchise for their 17th championship at this time. So if you look at the roster, let's look at the roster one more time. It's still basically the same team as last season. Kobe Bryant and Chris Paul are really bulldogs right now, being a 99 overall, and the team as a group is really not looking too good, but let's hope everything could work out throughout the whole season. But let us sim through games. If you look at the NBA first team, Chris Paul, he's the first team. Kobe Bryant, the first team again. That's the first team. So moving on, defensive team, Chris Paul, making a first defensive team again, just like last season. Kobe Bryant falling down to the all defensive second team. That's okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, but just forgot to mention, the Lakers did better than last season. Last season they won 57 games. This season they won 62 games. Not better than the first season. They won the 63 games, which is one more game than this season. So, but they did better than last season. That's all we have to care about. So if you look at, let me look at the player stats. Kobe Bryant averaged more points, 34.5 points per game. Chris Paul, 32.6 points per game. So these two players are keep on rising up in the stats. And these other stats right here keep on rising too. But the team looks more energetic. The team is looking like they're putting more of an effort. That's good to see. And let's see if this team can win one championship before this whole thing ends. So they still ended up as the second seed. I don't know what record the Grizzlies were, but that's not important. But they're playing the New Orleans Pelicans, Chris Paul's old team, in the first round of the playoffs. Now Chris Paul and the Lakers lose this, that's gonna be really, oh my gosh, Chris Paul, you better not lose this series, man, because you just got traded from the Pelicans. 1-1, 2-1. Come on Chris Paul. 3-1. Don't blow a 3-1 lead. Do not blow a 3-1 lead. Don't blow. Okay, I'm about to say that was a close call, man. They almost about to blow a 3-1 lead. Come on, man. So 0-0 second round. Let's go. Oh yeah, simulate round. 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1. This is the same team that beat them last year, and they lost to them again. The Portland Trailblazers just has the Lakers numbers, I guess. They lost to the Portland Trailblazers in the second round in the same exact games, just as last year. So if you look at the box score, who is this? Randall Moreland. He scored 29 points. I don't know who this is. Rodney Stuckey, 21 points. Dwight Howard, LaMarcus Aldridge, Chris Paul, 39 points. But Kobe Bryant. Kobe. Where's Kobe Bryant? Wait, did Kobe Bryant not play? Did Kobe Bryant not play? What in the world? Whoa. Hold on. Where's Kobe Bryant? I guess it's a glitch, but I don't know what just happened. I guess a glitch just happened in the game. Kobe Bryant's not on the roster for some reason, which he should be on the roster. I don't know if that box score is not showing the correct thing, but all I know, they lost 4-2 to the Portland Trailblazers, and that will essentially end this whole run, this whole video in general. Let's see who wins the championship in the end. The Trailblazers are in the finals. They're probably gonna win their championship. The Pacers are in the finals for the first time in history. 3-3, 4-3. The Portland Trailblazers won the championship. Dwight Howard won Finals MVP. So that's very unfortunate. The Lakers, Kobe Bryant and Chris Paul couldn't win their ring together. So, I mean, they did have a couple great seasons in the regular season, and they made the conference finals only once, but got booted up by the same exact team in 6 games in the second round twice. So that's unfortunate, but it was a great experience to watch Kobe Bryant, Chris Paul play together in the Los Angeles Lakers. And maybe if this trade went through in real life, I don't know if this same exact thing would happen. Hopefully they would have been able to win at least one championship for the Lakers franchise in real life if the trade did happen. But that's enough said. Other than that, make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm out. Peace.